Architectural value derives from visual observation. Loose architecture of value stems from intermingled spatial characteristics for programmatic use, visual transparency, and circulatory openness. The propositions observe three defined states of use surrounding circulation and visibility, exploring the differences between them. McNabb. The tower's envelope is stripped and altered, while the interior remains primarily untouched. The ground floor ceiling is heightened and a series of platforms is inserted, varying in size and height. They compose a series of varying levels for alternative uses. The open floor space acts to provide a stall-like adaptation of space, giving way to a marketable area, with openings above for spectating and observation. As the farm acts as the support grid, the farm is accessible from any part of the form, allowing for higher interaction between it and an occupant. Along each of the plant boxes there is a nail, the simple singless component to prop a painting or an art piece, as well as hooks placed below the factory belt, which additionally act as a multi-use tool. The varying heights of the floor and the intentional placements of the platform heights lend themselves to a theatre or lecture space, while still enabling open study and other activities. The theatre can be abstractly described as the viewing of something, that being the harvesting of plants in the larger crofts of level platforms or from below them. Walkways between the platforms provide an intentional vantage point for viewing of the interior and the open spaces and ground levels surrounding the platforms. From the heightened confines of private rooms, the site below immerses the user into the programs below, while detaching and remaining its privacy through sharp angles and programmatic placement. The first floor is informed by platforms, but includes also protrusions into the ground floor, identifiable as an inhabitable ceiling conjoining the two levels. Along the first floor is a walking track, acting as a guide to the circulation of the forum, leaving the lower level as a primarily physical space, and the corporate programs atop the platforms. Victoria University, Sunshine Campus. The position of placements on the site closes off the external face of the campus from Ballarat Road, as well as additionally placing facilities and replacing spaces of disrupted use throughout the campus, seeking to reinvigorate the site. Among these is a marketplace, serving as leisure for students and staff. Primarily within this proposition, flexible space is derived from monotonousness of space and the filling of the void that transpires over time. A gallery space is conjoined in program with a house and a studio office, acting as the art itself, where an artist at work is the gallery and the residence the exhibit. The Eta Factory. The Eta Factory builds on the principles of directional circulation, exploring the negotiation between a space and the circulation. Additionally, the spaces seek to bleed into and onto one another, conjoining their form to program, while remaining effectively programmatically flexible. Through formal altercations, the form comprises of an office or school space atop the mixed rooms and vertical farm, as well as a theatre seating that takes place above and below the mezzanine's height.